Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Wrestling's Heels and Faces Raven figure from Zombie Sailors Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is insanely good, and this kind of follows in the vein of my review of the Danhausen figure from Zombie Sailors Toys, and just they've nailed it with all the details. We can see that face sculpt is fantastic. They've got some really nice wash here over the hair, kind of bring out the blonde highlights he had at the time. Not only that, but we do have an officially licensed Ministry shirt from the album Psalm 69, one of my favorite albums of all time, and I've owned this shirt, so it's really cool to see that on an action figure. Front and back with the design. You can see the Ministry logo there. So very cool. I'm definitely a fan. And we see the tampos for the tattoos, so we get the kind of compass star going on here. We have the Rust Never Sleeps on the right arm. We get a little peek of the sun coming out under the elbow pad here. We do have some really nice sculpt with the wraps. And we have kind of fingers taped up. Then the left hand, we do have the Ankh tattoo. So really cool stuff going on here. We got a nice wash here over the kind of jorts going on, and just really nice details. The only thing I think that kind of draws the eye, and not in a good way, is that you can see the pin on the right hip but not the left, and I'm assuming that has to do with the engineering, kind of the way they built the figure. But just a little strange. Pardon me. But beyond that, again, just coming down to the boots. Boots are fantastic sculpt, by the way. And then we get a little more of that tattoo here on the legs. So just insanely good details all around. Just a fantastic looking figure. Not a lot of accessories to speak of, but what we do have is expertly done. And we're gonna start off with the tied off flannel. Very nice sculpt here. This is a plastic, kind of a pliable plastic. And you can see just the kind of, crosshatch pattern, what we're used to seeing on flannel. And then some nice sculpt here at the tie. There's just a little bit of a nub there, and then there's a port, and those just kind of click together. It's very, very nice, very convenient. So there's that. And then you have this leather jacket, which is insanely well done. Cannot get over how good of a job they did here. So as you can see, some nice, it's made of an actual pleather. We even have zippers going on here on the sides. We have the fake pocket going on here. We even have the hanging little clasp here. I can't tell. I don't think that's actual metal. I think that's plastic, but still, they got the right shade of silver. We got the zipper here. We even have the actual zipper, that's actually hanging as a separate piece. Just insane details. I can really not get over just how awesome this is. This is kind of what sold me in the promo photos, and it looks even better in person, and that's nuts. Just really expert work done here. Zombie Sailors Toys is not messing around, and that's good to see, because this is just a fantastic piece, maybe one of my favorite accessories of the year, just for how well it's done, and especially at the scale. So just really cool stuff. That will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are surprisingly good, and honestly, seeing the amount of articulation in the promos is what made me realize I had to get down on the second offering of pre-orders for this figure, because I passed at first, and then kind of seeing extra promo shots, I was like, okay, I'm in. And we can see freestanding kick, no problem. Great balance on this figure. So when it comes to the finer points, we are on a swivel for the head. We are hinge and swivel for the arms, so we can come kind of just past the T. We can come all the way around. There, we are single jointed at the elbows. We're not coming quite to 90, but we are getting a little bit. We do get some swivel there as well. Our wrists are purely swivels. These do come out as well. We get a waist swivel. And then for the legs, you can see those pins, so we can come out and get pretty much perfect splits, which is very, very nice. We do get a front kick, so we can pretty much come out straight 90, which is very, very nice. Not really any swivel there. This is just kind of a pin and a hinge. And then that will do it. So, not incredible amount of articulation, but way more than we usually see at this scale, and certainly in a retro inspired line. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a Heels and Faces Danhausen, as well as a WWE Superstars Papa Shango, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as the Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Wrestling's Heels and Faces Raven figure from Zombie Sailors Toys is that this is an incredible figure. Honestly, the amount of love and detail that have gone into this entire line. I only have Danhausen and Raven at this point, but like I just full respect for everything I've seen from this line. There's just so much love and attention to detail going into everything, and the jacket on this figure, the fact that they got the license for the ministry shirt, the likeness, the like washes, and just everything, every little detail of these figures, I think just they totally sell it. And there's no action feature on this particular figure. It's all about the articulation, and it's kind of a cool marriage between the old school Hasbro aesthetic mixed with some slightly modern articulation. I don't know, I'm totally about it. I'm still hoping that we do get a modern, like fully articulated 1/10 scale Raven in some sort of line. But for now, this totally like fills that gap for the moment of just having a Raven figure in general. And between this and Danhausen, I'm definitely inspired to go back, and hopefully I'll pick up some vintage Hasbro figures, do some retro reviews for those. But just, yeah, cannot recommend this enough. Unfortunately, again, they did one pre-order that sold out. They end up doing a second pre-order, which is when I end up picking this up. And now it's just not available directly from Zombie Sailors Toys. It's all up to secondary market, unfortunately. So I wish you the best of luck in finding it. It looks like, as far as eBay goes anyway, there's a lot of auctions going up at the moment, but no really buy it now, so it's kind of hard to tell. So could go for any price at this point, but definitely get on it early, I would say, because this is only going to go up in price as it goes along. And it's a fantastic figure. So if you're a Raven fan, absolutely hunt it down, or if you have it and you have it in package, just kind of curious as to how it looked, I hope I sated that need. And overall, I just hope that you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, of course, and more. So yeah, come back, let's talk some more toys. But ultimately, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.